Hi there, and welcome to this week's Darwin Corporate Park edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be having a look at Day 6 of the Carlton Mid Darwin Cup Carnival, with the feature the $40,000 Darwin Corporate Park Cup for the 0 to 76 gallopers. Day 6 of the 8-day carnival has attracted some 62 acceptors, with some very even fields among them. Prior to our race preview, we'll be having a chat with Tasmanian-based jockey Jason Maskeel, who has been a welcome addition to the riding ranks during the carnival. A former champion apprentice, Jason won the NT Derby on Day 4 of the carnival aboard Turfman and has some nice rides on Wednesday. We caught up with him to get his assessment of their chances. Jason, the top end has treated you well once again, and the Derby was certainly a great way to celebrate being back in the riding ranks.
Yeah, it was a fantastic win. I was quite lucky to get the ride. He's quite impressive horse, and yeah, a bit gutted I can't get down to the weight, but yeah, he's going to be competitive.
On Wednesday, you have three mounts, starting with Wicked Rhythm for Phil Cole in the 0 to 62 1600.
Yeah, he's was been a bit stiff last start. I expected to be pretty hard to beat. Mulligan Falls coming back from the Derby, I think will be quite competitive also. But yeah, I think we'll be pretty hard to beat that one.
You take the mount on the Paul Gardner trained Barclay in the fourth event, the set weight maiden over 1300.
Yeah, I probably expected him to go a little bit better last start than he probably did, but hopefully he does bounce back for us.
And in the fifth, you team up with your good mates Paul and Tracy Templeton once again aboard Rakatiki.
Yeah, my Darwin mum and dad, so hopefully I can get a winner for him before we go out.
In the first on Day 6 of the carnival, my numbers are 3, 2, 5 and 7. I'm going here with the Kevin Lamprick trained number 3 Cleese. Pretty promising horse, this one. He's a 5-year-old, turns 5 on Wednesday, of course. Felicia Bergstrand takes the mount. Very good run the other day for third, I thought, behind Culzine in the 0 to 66 event. Drops in grade to this 0 to 62 1200 metres, and I think he'll take a power of beating to keep Kev's good run going. Of course, he had a winner last Saturday. My numbers in the first, 3, 2, 5 and 7. In the second, it's the HK Holistic Health Club Handicap, 0 to 58 event over the 1,000 metres. I'm going here with the Kev Lamprick train number 1, Global Icon. I think Kev can be in for a pretty good day on Wednesday. Global Icon third and second in his only 2 runs in Darwin this campaign. He was in on Saturday, withdrawn from that event to be saved for this run here on Wednesday. Felicia Bergstrand in the saddle again, and I think he's the horse to beat. Number 1 on top for me, ahead of 2, 4 and 7. In the third, it's the Spar Lotus Handicap. It's over the 1,600 metres for the 0 to 62 gallopers. A good competitive lineup here. I'm going to 3, 5, 6 and 7. Number 3 on top for me, Wicked Rhythm. Jason Maskeel takes the mount here for Phil Cole. Second last time out to Halo Gem, and of course we've seen Halo Gem come out again since and win just last Saturday very impressively in a stronger grade. I think Wicked Rhythm gets his chance to break through here, and I've got him clearly on top. 3, 5, 6 and 7 in the third. The fourth's the Betfair Exchange Maiden. The Maiden gallopers over the 1,300 metres, 20,000 up for grabs. My numbers here, 6, 1, 9 and 5. Going with number 6, Moosambani, to give Phil Cole his second winner of the day. And Jared Todd takes the mount here. Racing well, Moosambani's had just the 3 runs back this campaign for a third, a fourth, and then another third last time out behind Lotus Bentley. Gets the ideal opportunity to break through for a well-deserved maiden win. Number 6 on top for me, ahead of 1, 9 and 5. The fifth is the Cannon's Kitchen. It's the 66 1,300 metres. My numbers here, 2, 4, 6 and 5. Number 2 on top for me here, More Alpha for Heather Lehman. She's had a really good carnival, has Heather, the Murray Bridge trainer, and her husband Graham. Jared Todd aboard here. Drawn a little awkwardly at 11 over the 1,600 metres, but racing well's won 2 during the carnival here, including a last start win over 1,300. The step up to the 1,600 won't worry More Alpha, and I can see him getting the chocolates here. 2 on top, ahead of 4, 6 and 5. And then the last, it's the feature, the Darwin Corporate Park Cup. It's worth $40,000. It's for the 0 to 66 gallopers, and it's over the 1,300 metres. My numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight down the book. Number 1 on top for me, the captain, Jason Lyon, aboard for Richard Lamming. Drawn 1, just headed off last time by a nose by Metallic Crown. I think he'll turn the tables this time with a little bit of a change around in the weights. So number 1, the captain on top for me. Ahead of 2, Metallic Crown, certainly the horse to beat for Gary Clark and Brendan Davis. Finished strongly last time out over 1,200 metres. The 1,300 metres should suit him. He's certainly the hardest for the captain to beat. In for third, number 3, Pot Black. normally wins a race in the last week of Carnival, and Neil Dyer's team just about ready to really fire up as the last 3 days of the Carnival get close. Jared Todd aboard, and in for fourth, number 4, Backslap. Has had a really good Carnival, now in the stable of Tayan Holter, when earlier trained, of course, by Karen Burns. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the feature for me. The best bet in Darwin this Wednesday comes up in the last. Race 6, number 1, the Captain. Race 6, number 1, the Captain. I think he'll be winning. And the best roughie comes up in race 3. It's number 8, Choice Approach. Race 3, number 8, Choice Approach for the Inform Bob Richards stable. That wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk, and with such a busy week for all industry participants, this will be our last Track Talk till post-Carnival. I'd like to thank all trainers and jockeys for their cooperation during the Carnival and wish them all the best for the big Cup weekend ahead. Incidentally, my early tips for Cup weekend in the Bet365 Palmerston Sprint, I'm going with there's no number of course, Captain Punch. The numbers aren't out yet, but I'm going with Captain Punch. And in the big one on Monday, the Carlton Mid Darwin Cup, I'm going with Czar Speed. So looking for Gary Clark to take out the big double on Cup weekend. Until next time, good luck and good punting.